Hi, this is John from UProve, and I'm here to show you how to use the Health Explorer to determine if you may be experiencing atrial fibrillation or a similar irregular heartbeat. Atrial fibrillation, or AFib, is the most common irregular heartbeat. Each year in the United States, over 450,000 people are admitted to a hospital with AFib as the primary diagnosis. Since AFib increases your risk of having a stroke, it's important to get a diagnosis and treatment as soon as you start experiencing symptoms. During AFib, several things happen to your body. Your heart rate increases, your stress levels increase, and your heart rate becomes irregular. Since the Health Explorer performs a statistical analysis of your biometric signals, you can easily see all these conditions graphically on the Explore Trends page. Having experienced AFib myself, I'll walk you through my data to show you what it looked like before, during, and after AFib. First, I'll log into the Health Explorer. Next, I'll navigate to the Explore Trends page. Next, I'll select the signals that typically experience a dramatic change during AFib. Since my AFib occurred more than 90 days ago, I'll select the 1-year time window. My AFib data appears near the middle of each chart, beginning in the middle of June. As I scroll through the data, you can see that each signal changes dramatically during AFib. If I select the View All Datasets in One Chart checkbox, you can see the correlation between these signals more clearly. Next, let's look more closely at the sleeping heart rate ripple signal. I'll isolate that signal by unchecking the View All Datasets in One Chart checkbox and zoom into the period when I had AFib. First, I'll scroll down to the sleeping heart rate ripple chart. Next, I'll right mouse click on a value prior to having AFib and select menu option Open Data Inspector. In the Time Series tab of the Data Inspector, you can see that my heart rate does not have a lot of noise in it. In the Frequency Distribution tab, you can see that most of my heart rate values are in the bin labeled 34 to 44 beats per minute. Next, I'll right mouse click on a value during AFib and open the Data Inspector. In the Time Series tab, you can see that my heart rate now has a lot of noise in it. In the Frequency Distribution tab, you can see two things. Most of my heart rate values are now in the bin labeled 67 to 77 beats per minute, and the bins to the left and the right of the dominant bin are larger, meaning there's more noise in my heart rate data. If I switch back and forth between the two data sets, you can see how the frequency distribution changes dramatically. We're currently looking at during AFib, before AFib, during, before, during. If you see similar trends in your biometric data, I want to stress that it does not necessarily mean you are experiencing AFib. The most conservative inference you can draw is that you are experiencing some sort of cardiac event. We highly recommend you do the following. First, contact your medical provider immediately and schedule an appointment for a cardiac evaluation. If you have access to a consumer-grade device, such as a Cardia mobile EKG monitor, use that device to measure your heart rate signal as soon as possible, because it's possible to drift in and out of AFib. And finally, reduce your consumption of stimulants such as coffee, tea, or energy drinks. To sum things up, the Health Explorer can help you detect AFib early so you can resolve the problem with your medical providers before you suffer long-term damage to your heart. Thank you for watching.